Hey everyone, and welcome back to Spooky Scouts. The last episode's audio on Twitch wasn't that great, so if you want to watch the last episode about alien contactees, go ahead and check it out on our various podcast networks like Spotify or Podbean. This episode is the episode after, where we talk about STARSEED children and other things that are unfortunate like that. And thank you for your support, and enjoy the episode, and check us out on your favorite podcast network, because we're there too. And you'll get extra episodes that aren't here. Okay, bye! Hey everyone, and welcome to Spooky Scouts. Oh boy, make sure you can...
Boy.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh boy, we're here.
We're here. Jury and K-Ball Pinata, thank you for subscribing!
Yay!
Someone on YouTube asked that I turn off the chicken alert, and my answer's no.
And I actually refuse.
No. So enjoy. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I apologize. But we're just doing this for fun.
The chicken alert is the best part. That's what the people come for, is the chickens.
Yeah, they come for the chickens. Apparently my face is like a little bit off center. But you know what? There we go. That should be a little bit better. And yes, and the bits. I mean, it is loud. It is loud. I do apologize if it's loud. But anyway, regardless, we appreciate everyone that watches. And I am not being sassy. Only a tiny bit.
I'm being sassy.
Oh, we're doing good. It's August 1st. It's one of the pagan holidays. I don't know how to say it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's probably not said that way. Not a Weasley, thank you for subscribing. It's probably not said that way at all. What is it? Look up the, how to pronounce it thing.
Okay, how... You're... I'm a little concerned right now.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
It's one of those, it's like...
I've seen it written, 3 different ways.
I know, Llamas, yes.
Yeah, I've said...
Sorry, Lugnasad.
Llamas or Lama?
Llama. Lugnasad is the one I was thinking that was incorrect. Yeah. Oh, Blue Clock, thank you for gifting a sub to Big Bad King Boom Boo. Our storyteller. In modern Irish, it'd be Lunasa. That's much nicer. I like that better.
I like that.
It's a harvest holiday.
I also like llama.
I like llama as well. It's a harvest holiday, and I do love the harvest holidays. I'm making a baked brie later with some jam.
Ooh,
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That's exciting.
Oh, not always Lisa. Lunasa. That's a much better name than how I was saying. Thank you.
Llama.
Llama. I just like making fun food for all of the lovely pagan holidays. Ooh, a blueberry cobbler. Hey, I'm gonna put blueberry jam into the brie with puff pastry on top and then bake it.
So you make fancy things. I just literally make pudding mixed with Cool Whip and put Oreos in there, and I'm like, we're good to go.
Those are good too. Don't knock on those icebox pies. Those are very good.
They're very good.
They're very good. But yes, welcome. Thank you for joining us as usual. This episode, I mean, we fell into this episode because we were watching all those documentaries, but this is actually a pretty common, alien thing. I don't know. We're going to cover some current events first, and then we're going to dive in straight to this. I don't know. Did you have a current event, Kayla?
I didn't have a current event. The only current events I've been dealing with are the fact that the Mothman Festival is coming up, and I did want to talk about that. So the weekend of September 16th, the Mothman Festival is happening in Point Pleasant. And if you haven't been in the Discord, those of us that are able to go are going to try and meet up to say hello. I'm going to make another video, the Bigfoot convention.
Yes.
Holly and I's friend West will be there. He's flying in, which is ridiculous.
It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous.
So I'm going to make him help with the video. It'll be a great time. So please, if you can make it, I'm just going for Saturday, just for the day. I think lodging is some of the people in the Discord were looking for lodging, and it's pretty bad.
Really?
Hard to find. But that'll be fun. There's all my current events are events. So, and also this coming Saturday, there is a Cryptid Fest in Morgantown, West Virginia. I might
It's
try to
popping
go
off.
to that. Yeah, I might try to go to that, but I also might just sleep. Unknown. So, if you're in the West Virginia area, that's happening. And then in October, there's Squatchtober. The guy,
Oh
the
my,
guy that
that's
puts,
right. That's
yeah,
right. Squatchtoberfest.
Squatchtoberfest is happening. It's by the guy who put on the Bigfoot convention that I made the video of. It'll be in Weir's Cave, Virginia. So if you go to EC Bro on Instagram, EC Bro Zone, I think it is.
Yeah.
I'll share the post after this. But that's gonna be Squatchtoberfest. So those are all my current events. Is that apparently the cryptids are popping off in the
Yeah.
West Virginia area.
I don't think we have anything over here, like right now. Not much at all. Our Ren Fair is happening this month, so that's exciting.
Ooh,
yeah.
that is exciting.
So I actually get to go to the Ren Fair again after a extremely too long of a hiatus, which I love the Ren Fair. So
The Ren Fair rules. I'm gonna go to the Maryland one this year.
Yes.
Which I think starts in September.
It's so good. I love the Ren Fair.
It is so good.
Yeah, so that's it. My other current event is I was doing my usual collapse research. And I found that this actually exists, which this looks like a Black Mirror thing. Like, this doesn't look real at all. Like, at all. There's a survival community in the middle of, like, Ohio, I think.
That makes sense.
And there's, Indiana.
Oh, that also makes sense. No
And
offense.
it's huge. Like, it's actually, like, there's already bunkers there. Like, there's already bunkers at this place, and you have to apply to, like, get in. So you have to prove that you have, like skills. And you just have to see the website. This is the website. Just go. It's just
Go to it.
like, there's a video, like, it's very much like a bad Black Mirror episode. And it's just like, the world might be ending. Get yourself a bunker for $30,000. And I'm like, okay. Anyway.
Oh yeah, because this is the website you sent me, and it's like,
yes.
Vivos definition: 1, be alive, live.
Yeah.
2, reside. 3, survive.
And they show, like, a pool, and I'm like, is there a pool here? Like, you guys got an apocalypse
sweet.
pool? So that was funny. Apparently people are just building full-on, like, bunker cities for the end of the world, which is wild.
It is wild.
I looked at the skills, and it was like doctor, like prepper. Like, it had all these things listed. Oh, Gray Man Steech is gifted 10 subs. Thank you, Gray Man Steech.
Oh, thank you.
Stash. Gray Man Stash. Congrats, everyone who got a sub. Now you can spam some aliens.
And some light switches.
Oh, thank you so much. Because look at all those chickens. Oh, you're gonna make everyone mad.
You're gonna make that guy on YouTube mad.
Yeah. Everyone's mad on YouTube for some reason. Sorry, everyone that watches on YouTube. Not all of you are mad.
I'm not sorry.
We still love you. Yeah, look at all those chickens. But yeah, so that's an actual place that exists, which is, I'm not sure, is more upsetting or more, I don't know. It's kind of upsetting.
It's upsetting, and I feel like it's like overpriced, but that's
way
most things in life.
Way overpriced. Like, are you kidding? Like, why is it that much money? Also, I don't want to be around other people in the apocalypse. Isn't that the opposite of what we want?
Here's your post-apocalyptic community. Isn't that just the Fallout plot?
Right?
That they put people in.
Yeah,
like,
it's just,
bunker
and it's
communities?
like one of them, they're going to inject you with mushroom spores or turn you into zombies. Like, one of them's going to be bad. Like, you know that.
That one is the one that has an HOA, so.
It's an HOA bunker. Yeah, they're just like, I'm sorry, but you painted we're all gonna die on your bunker, and that's against the HOA.
That's actually in Rule 5. You can't do personal graffiti stating your opinion on things.
Yeah, you need to be a lot more positive in this community.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so that's, I don't know. The Collapse subreddit is still one of my favorites. And the Info Warrior rides. That one's my favorite, too, because it's just people sharpieing their cars with things about the end of the world, and that's also hilarious to me.
Oh boy.
Yep. Be more positive. I didn't know Panera Bread was such a tyrant to work for.
Are they?
Gamer Darius said be more positive, so it's like working for Panera Bread. Maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Their sandwiches are so good.
I don't know about that, Kayla. They're not that good.
I've had one sandwich there and it was good.
I don't know.
Maybe it was partly because it was free. I don't know. I had a great time.
Oh, Daria said, "Oh, I have to say hello in a super positive mood to my boss each day, or I'm being negative." Wowie.
That sounds like she needs some help.
Yeah.
Or they.
All right. So this episode, now that we've covered some current events that have no point to anything we're going to talk about, so we've been watching a lot of documentaries recently. And in one of the ones we watched, it talked about people that think that they have been abducted by aliens and also impregnated by the aliens, possibly, or have their non-born baby fetus stolen by aliens to do genetic testing.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, all those things.
This is actually a very common trope for abductions. It happens a lot. They're all like, I don't know, abductions have a lot of similar situations happening, which is really weird. I always find that really weird. In the previous episodes, we've talked about, like, my mom's abduction story, where she had a reoccurring dream where she looked outside and saw the trees moving. Something small next to her told her everything's going to be okay. And she saw my grandma being taken into a light.
Hate that.
And then they told her that my grandma had a broken arm. And then until my mom was like 12, like adolescence, 13 years old, she had chronic nosebleeds. And then when she turned 13, the nosebleeds stopped and the dreams stopped at the same time. So she was like convinced she was abducted. My mom was also just like super not mentally well, but at the same time, like, I don't think she lied about this because it didn't stroke her narcissism at all. Like, right. It was just like a weird story. If
it doesn't make her look good.
Right. So it was just like a weird story. So I feel like there's a little bit of truth in there. Canary, thank you for subscribing for 3 months. But yeah, and this was actually in Indiana, weirdly enough. It was in Indiana because that was where her grandfather's house was, like in the middle of nowhere, Indiana, which makes me feel like that's even more relevant because that's one of those places I feel like those sorts of things happen all the time.
Right.
But yeah, and reoccurring dreams is spooky. But yeah, so there was no reproductive things in her story though. This is specifically about people having dreams or having encounters where they actually imagine, like, or see these aliens, like, taking reproductive tissue from them or, like, reproductive fluids from men and women. And what's weird is in the documentary, one of the documentaries I watched, a different person talked about how they took a needle and put it in their belly button. And that was what Betty and Barney Hill talked about.
Oh,
she said that they put a needle into her belly button. Betty Hill did. So
that makes me like, because when you have to like clean your belly button, it makes me want to barf. Like, I cannot deal with things in my belly button.
Why?
Like,
it's just a skin hole.
It just feels weird, like when you like touch in your belly button. You know what I mean? It just makes me want to barf.
I mean, yeah, it's gross. I mean, it's not great. I think just being a human is gross. Like, it's not great. It's not great.
So, like, a needle going in, I'm like, you might as well just fucking kill me.
Just
like, I would rather die.
Just kill me. Don't put anything in my belly button. My belly button's a no-no area.
Yeah, that's a no-no. That's my no-no square is my belly button, okay?
Well, I don't know. That whole thing kind of, I'm just like, okay, aliens. What's going on here? Why, isn't there, like, couldn't you just stick you anywhere else? Why your belly button?
Anywhere else.
Like, is it because, like, we won't see it? Is that why?
Is it because of, like, the umbilical cord, right?
Well, I mean, I get, like, they were like, oh, you could, like, get to your uterus from your belly button. I'm like, I guess. Like, sure, I guess. I mean, if it's a long needle, like, I guess just, like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there must be some reason, or if this, let's say, ew, no, Jury said that her husband had his appendix out via his belly button. I didn't. Okay, let's just.
My God, stop. That's like the worst thing I've... Did they cut his belly button? Oh, I'm gonna cry.
They're so disturbed. They're so disturbed. Oh my God. I'm sorry. It's fine. Don't pretend it didn't happen. Pretend it didn't happen.
Oh my God. No, I don't want to see the scar.
Oh my God. You guys are gonna kill Kayla. She's gonna pass away. She's gonna pass away.
Wait. So was
I'm gonna have a sip of my Topo Chico for this.
Take a sippy.
Have a sip of my Topo Chico.
Was the majority of the stuff you watched about the aliens collecting like reproductive
yes
DNA? Mine, I watched the Ancient Aliens episode about it, and then I also looked up some websites to read. But the Ancient Aliens one, I will admittedly, I did pay 75% attention to it because that's hard to watch. But they talk a bit about just how star children are defined as children who are just cognitively and like they're just so much smarter than normal children. And they referenced one kid who was reading at 10 months old. Like he could just read. He started reading, which is baffling to me. But
that's crazy because that's like a very small child.
That's like a baby. That's an infant.
Yeah, I just met one of my friend's babies who was like, I don't know how old her baby was, like 6 months old or something. I don't know how to interact with babies.
Yeah, me
but
neither.
Like I literally held my hand out
bump 'em.
like I did to the chickens. I was like, burr, burr. Like, but then like the baby liked me and I was like singing songs to the baby. And then it like grabbed me and I was like, ah! like alien hand. No, it was very sweet. But like, I would hate to see that baby be sentient enough to read because it's too small and that would mess me up.
10 months old.
That's too small. That's not even a year old.
So that was their concept of star children. That and the fact they did a lot of like scientific study into the fact that the human race has like proportionately evolved so much in the past like decade.
Right.
Like a lot. Like way like an obscene
I don't know,
amount.
man. Like if you go on Twitter, I don't think we've evolved that far. I don't think we've gone that far. I don't know.
Their point was like somewhere along the line, perhaps there is some DNA, like some intermingling with an alien race, because also there's the just base evolutionarily Homo sapiens bred with the other, it's not Homo erectus, it's Homo something.
Homo superior?
That might have been what came after, but it was like
one of those.
Neanderthals and Homo sapiens. Two different things, I think. Those. Yeah. But basically, there's also some mystery DNA in there that scientists, I think, were just like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. But the Ancient Aliens guy was like, no, that's the basis of my whole theory. Yeah. That aliens came down and made out with humans. Mm-hmm. And he actually went into a story that I looked up of the first star child.
Oh.
The adopted brother of Pythagoras.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know about that?
I remember, God, like vaguely, but tell us the story because I don't remember that much about it.
So I'll read you. I looked up an article on procaffeination.com just to pull up the story. Yeah. But there's a famous story of the father of Pythagoras, who once found a child in the garden staring at the sun, and he named the child Astraeus, which means star child. So he literally was named Star Child. He took that child and gave it to his son Pythagoras, which is a weird statement. Many researchers believe that Astraeus helped Pythagoras to crack all the mathematical equations, and he was also behind the fabulous theories of Pythagoras. No one knows where Astraeus came from. He was believed to be the first star child on Earth. The whole theory or the whole story is that he like, his dad was just walking along and was like, oh shit, there's a kid here. And he was just like concentrating and being very calm, and apparently like was this very overly intelligent child, like a very, very young child.
Interesting.
So perhaps that was the first star child, literally named Star Child.
Interesting.
And he and Pythagoras took all the credit for all of the stuff that he did, maybe.
Interesting.
So maybe the first star child, Astraeus.
Astraeus. That's a sick name.
I know. So cool.
Interesting. Yeah.
So they don't talk about like his parents being aliens or whatever, but they kind of use that the base fact that he was an exceptional child to link to modern day exceptional children. And they talked about a couple children, like there was this one girl, they talked about a study in China where they studied like thousands of children with special, they didn't call it superhuman abilities. It was like some term for having extra abilities beyond normal human capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
They could use telepathy. They could move objects. They could like read people's minds and shit.
Wait, they had telepathy?
Yeah,
where's the videos of this?
That's I know, right? That's what they claim, and they claim that one child like reached out and manipulated time and made flowers bloom and stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
so there's allegedly some strange study in China that occurred.
See some video of this.
I know. Well, they had stock footage, so you could watch that for the stock footage of the child like levitating.
Right. Yeah.
But there were a couple of these children, or one of these children, that claimed, like literally claimed, that her dad was from space and she lived in space and she was supposed to live in space. So like out of nowhere just started talking about that one day. So there's just a lot of weird, I think the main takeaway from the Ancient Aliens episode was I liked the Astraeus thing with Pythagoras. I think that is very interesting. I think maybe that's a little more mixed up in mythology more than aliens, but also I think you could consider mythology maybe aliens, because they are people that live in the sky.
I mean, there's so many stories. Like, even literally the Bible has like angels like sleeping with men.
Yep.
It's like that's all over the place.
Yep.
So
yeah, and like you know,
that's I feel like aliens or like something has been messing with us for a long time. And that's a good example. All of those mythologies are just like, yes, the angels came down, the Anunnaki or whatever came down, or like, yeah, there's so many different stories about that. I'm just like, this is very suspicious to me. I don't know. Like, of course, I don't know if it's true or not, but it seems kind of suspicious.
Well, and it's like a lot of like Greek mythology, you know, it's related to planetary systems, literally in the sky. Like, so I don't know.
Zeus slept with everyone. Zeus was if Zeus was an alien, he was busy. He was busy.
Yeah, and all of his kids who were like demigods or whatever, they're star children. There you go. So I think like in the context of Pythagoras, I think that the intent there was more mythological, but I also think that a lot of mythology could be thought of as aliens or could have been aliens. So,
yeah.
But they were just trying to correlate those things. So my main takeaway from that was like, there are exceptional children in the world that can do things beyond a normal child's capability. And then they grow into adults that are also exceptional and usually, you know, do great things. So I think it is interesting to hypothesize that these people have some sort of external genetic influence from another race, or perhaps aliens. Maybe it's simply aliens abducting and experimenting on people, and like these are the children they conceive because aliens messed with the DNA a little bit. Like, I do think that is interesting. I don't know about that I'm behind aliens like mating with humans, but like, you know, maybe messing a little bit to bump up evolution makes sense to me.
Well, which is interesting because the stuff that I looked into, their kids don't look human, so they don't leave them on Earth. Like, they take them and the aliens have them. And they introduce them to the kids, and they're just like, this is your kid. And they're like, okay. Which is, So I actually have a clip that we can all watch of the documentary from from the website. I will link it because, oh boy.
Oh boy.
This is the website. Enjoy, everyone. But I
will,
have
will we?
You will. No.
Okay.
This is the website, which I found this lady who runs. This is a support group for hybrid mothers. Not even kidding. Aricall, thank you for subscribing. While I'm talking about this awful thing. This is a support group for hybrid mothers. So they have a forum, they have a support group, and there's a documentary. And I liked this clip because it talks about caves.
Stop.
Our favorite thing. It's actually a pretty good documentary. Yeah, even aliens can be terrible parents. They need therapy. They need alien therapy. So yeah, this one talks about caves. We're gonna bring it up. It's one clip. So I'm gonna, hopefully my OBS works because I tried to get it to work well. Okay. Yes. All right. Listen. Hopefully you can hear it, and they should still be able to hear us, but I don't know if you'll see it in real time, Kayla. So.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna mute myself so I can listen slightly behind you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna play it now.
One night I went to bed, and I woke up in a cave. I can feel the cold, damp feeling on my feet. It's lit up with light that I can't see the source of the light, and there's a gray there with a little girl, and she didn't look right. She was pale, and her hair was stringy and kind of a dirty blonde color. She has a nose, but it's small. She had huge blue eyes, and I can't take my eyes off of her face because I'm trying to see me in her, and I don't. And he brought her to me, and he said that she's yours. Which threw me because I can barely accept this. This sounds insane, I realize, but I was shocked. I didn't question whether he was telling me the truth or not, which is, I find strange now, but I knew he was telling me the truth. And he walked her up to me and told me to mother her. And I took it to mean show her affection. She never once opened her mouth. She never spoke verbally. I could tell something was wrong. And I don't know whether it's just, I don't know what it was. I don't know if she was sick. I don't know if she just needed to learn about affection. I don't know what it was, but something wasn't right. Like, she was emanating her feelings about me very strongly. Don't come near me. I don't want anything to do with you. But I also noticed she was obedient to the gray. She never showed any expression on her face. She stared at me and just telepathically let me know, I don't want anything to do with you. And so since it wasn't going the way that the gray wanted it to go, I was taken back home. And I've never seen her since. And I don't know if, do they lie? You know, is it a lie? Is it possible that wasn't mine? And, you know, I don't know. And if so, why would God allow that? It's just hard, you know, because you don't know what happened.
Yeah, so that's Kayla's face.
What?
So that's one of the many stories in this documentary. Why is it a cave, Kayla?
Why? Yeah, I guess like he was like, oh, let's go somewhere private. I don't know, like a cave. I don't know.
Yeah. The drawing is a lot for me to take in.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
The drawing is a
It's
lot.
a little bit Precious Moments Bible up in there.
Yeah. Yeah. But that is a very typical story from all the research that I did of multiple people in this documentary in particular, and the other show that I watched was people being shown these kids with big eyes. Like, why big eyes? Like, and there were people talking about how they literally would go to the doctor and they had been diagnosed. They had been diagnosed as pregnant. Like, they had said that they were pregnant, and they would go to the doctor, like, after being told they were pregnant, and the fetus is just gone after they have one of these dreams. Like, they'll have a dream.
I hate that.
Yeah, and that they said that, like this is multiple people saying, like, that they had a dream that, like, they were abducted, and, like, again, same thing, like, needle in their belly button, or, like, weird surgery, and then they go home, and, like, their fetus is literally gone.
That's awful.
So, I'm just like, is this all, like, legit, or do these people just have, like, a very niche kink? Like...
Could be.
Like, I'm just like, look, no judgment, but, like, maybe their kink is just reporting alien abductions to being taken fetuses. I don't know.
I just feel okay. I will believe most things that you tell me, but that is for some reason a bit of stretch for me that the alien would be like, this is yours, and
I know.
then she just sits there, the alien's like, all right, bye.
Yeah,
I guess I'll take it.
Why would they care? Like, why would
they not care? They would probably, like, I could see an alien leaving the child there and, like, flying off and being like, good luck. Like, but why would he need to introduce them?
Right, and also, like, why do they have those, like, big eyes? Like, why do they have those, like, those weird, like, alien eyes that apparently are a thing?
Well, interestingly, one of the things they talk about on that Ancient Aliens episode is the fact that black-eyed children are star children.
No, I hate connection. No, get out. No,
yeah.
Those are no.
Yeah, they talk about it because they bring up the story about the kids going to someone's house late at night, knocking on the door, and just being really threatening and having, like, large black eyes, and they connect star children with black-eyed children, which I'm like, okay, that makes a little sense.
I also hate it, though.
Yeah, I hate that, but I do think that is the most feasible explanation.
Yeah. Cole Drakes in chat said it's they actually in this documentary they talk about the Nordics as well doing this. One guy actually talked about the Nordics as I thought this was really interesting, actually. He had a bunch of experiences with the Nordics, and he was walking down a hallway, I guess, like, with a Nordic alien in this experience. And he said that he felt weird and could almost tell that the Nordic image was a projection. That it was actually, like, a different alien species projecting as the Nordics to make us comfortable. Which, that makes sense.
That's like Contact.
Yeah, like, they're projecting, like, oh, no, and, like, the only thing, I mean, they're just like, this is a human. Like, a generic human person. Like, I don't know why they all look Nordic. Like, that seems kind of racist. But, like... a little bit. But, like, that seemed like an interesting idea that it's actually just maybe even, like, a brain projection. Like, something and something that, like, that they project, that just makes humans see them as human. I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about Contact is that concept that aliens would be like, you literally can't perceive us without, like, losing your mind. So we're just gonna look like whatever because we have the capability of doing that. Like, yeah, I buy that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, so that guy's story was really interesting. He was abducted a bunch of times and, like, lost a bunch of weight, like, got, like, really frail because of what they were doing to him. Like, it's, like, a whole thing. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And he has, like, a like, soundbite where he's like, not all aliens are, like, nice. And I'm like, what, dude? I don't know if any of these aliens are nice. Like, I don't want any of this. Just get out.
Yeah, I'm good. Just let me live my life.
I know. I can't deal with it if aliens are racist. Like, we deal with enough of that. If they're racist too, like...
Yeah.
I'm out.
That's enough.
Yeah.
This goes along with that one article I found that I was telling you about that I did not read in depth, but I saw the title and I was like, great, good, I'll pull this up. It's from irishmirror.ie and it says, woman had sex with aliens and gave birth to hybrid babies, and so might you.
Yes. Yes.
So,
yes.
The mums claim to have given birth to half-alien children who live with their fathers on giant spaceships and claim other women simply don't realize it. So this, I'm just going to read this article.
Yeah,
because I
please
feel like
do.
it's,
I want to hear it. I'm ready.
So it says a group of women are claiming they have children which were fathered by aliens who live with their dads on giant spaceships and describe their sexual encounters with them as the quote unquote best they've ever had.
Oh my god, that's the best. That's the best one I've heard so far. Like,
Yes.
not even anything else. Just like it was great.
It was great. It was the best.
It was great.
The hybrid baby community believe aliens have been harvesting their DNA to create children that combine the best of both human and alien characteristics over a period of several years. According to two women who claim to have mothered children with aliens, the conceptions happen either through artificial insemination or real sexual encounters. Former marketing executive Bridget Nielsen and video game designer Aluna Verse claim that between them they have had 13 children with aliens. Indeed, Bridget, 27, said the sex was the best ever and that thousands of women around the world are missing out on such experiences because they have actually had hybrid children with aliens but don't realize it. She refutes claims pointing to a lack of evidence of such encounters, saying the extraterrestrial creatures only take women who, on some level, want to be taken. Although she lives with her father in the USA in Sedona, Arizona, she claims she has had regular contact with aliens and now has 10 hybrid children, 4 boys and 6 girls.
Sedona, Arizona is like where all of the like new like QAnon people go to, like to be like spiritually awakened.
Stop.
Yes, I just like listened to a whole podcast about it, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, it's always in Sedona. Thank you. Oh my god.
Well, she said they are not just taking our children, they are creating a hybrid race to better humanity. The mums have produced drawings of what their hybrid children look like, and while some have human characteristics, most display reptilian features with big black eyes. Recalling a sexual encounter with an alien on board a spaceship, Bridget said, It was great. I'm not going to keep reading how she describes it.
No, I don't want to hear
it. She talks about it for way too long.
I don't want to hear it. No.
Speaking about her own conception, mom of 3 alien children, Aluna, 23 from Los Angeles, added, I was in a classroom setting with other humans. Sorry, there's a bunch of ads in between. All of a sudden...
I lied. I want to hear it.
You want to hear how she described it?
Just like give me a summary. Just give me a summary.
It's 2 long sentences, so I'm just going to read it to you. It was great. It was an incredible, super primal sexual experience. There was real freedom, and we were really going for it. It was the best sex I ever had.
No! Oh my god.
So, I don't know.
I hate everything about this.
Do you get the book talk stuff, like all the book talk on TikTok? Because I've been reading, and I search books, and then I get the book talk.
No, because TikTok showed me another dead bird the other day. TikTok, for some reason, like, keeps showing me birds getting sick or dead. Like,
That's
someone...
disgusting.
Yeah, someone did a dove release, and it showed the dove getting hit by a car. And I was like, I didn't want to see this. So, like, I don't know what's wrong with my algorithm or whatever. I, like, wanted to see birds, and now it's showing me, like, dead birds. And it's horrible.
That's awful.
So I need to figure out how to, like, not see that stuff. Because
you have to, like, hold down, and then you can put, like, I'm not interested in this.
Yeah, because
start phasing it out.
Gives me a bad day. Like, I don't want to see that stuff. So
that's awful.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, but explain book talk.
The book talk is just people, it's like TikTok reading books, and they're really into a book series called Ice Planet Barbarians right now. And it's about, it's a sexy book about Ice Planet barbarian aliens and like their human brides that they kidnap.
Nice. Okay.
And I've like absorbed the entire plot via book talk. I'm like, I don't need to read this. So this person sounds like an Ice Planet Barbarians person. So,
yeah, I'm getting like really intense romance novel vibes from this primal encounter that they had.
Well, so who was this person? Aluna. So Aluna said she was in a classroom when her experience happened. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting next to this green reptilian creature, and immediately I'm so turned on looking at this being. I was very surprised. We made love in the classroom in front of everyone. Everyone turned their attention to us. It sounds crazy, and people have asked if I'm off my meds, but this is really happening. Aluna says she was taken on board the ship in a dream state and described the sex as one of her most vivid memories. I feel like this is getting so inappropriate. Some of the women in the...
Like, who is this reporter. They're like, yeah, that's
They're
my
like,
article.
Say whatever. I'm going to report on it.
Yeah. I mean, that's us, really.
Yeah, it's true. Some of the women in the hybrid baby community, which have members aged 19 and some in their 60s, claim to have more than 10 children with aliens. However, they never meet their children on Earth. And Bridget said, there is a sadness because you cannot be with them. We believe there may be hundreds of thousands of women across the world who have hybrid babies. They just don't know about them because the women have chosen to be open about their encounters with aliens. Most admit they have struggled in the real world. Bridget has failed to tie down a relationship, and her friends told her that coming clean would ruin her credibility for a future career in advertising and public relations.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just a scaly. They said it's just like, they're just like, just a lizard furry. Yeah, they could have had that encounter in real life. Like, it's, maybe they just went to a convention and got lost.
It's weird. So Bridget says she lost one child to devastating circumstances when it didn't form properly. And she said aliens take women's eggs mainly on board their spaceships, but that it can happen on Earth. And she said that she saw a ship in the sky, and moments later, her ovaries ached.
I'm sorry. That sounds like one of those examples of, like, romance novels written by men. You know what I'm saying? Like, where they're just like, oh, yes, like...
When your ovaries ache.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds like... That doesn't sound... Yeah. Also, well, Bees of War asked a very important question, which is why are all the hybrid mothers straight? Like, where are the lesbian hybrid mothers? Like, what?
Right?
Like, if it's unwilling and you're just getting abducted, then anyone who has a reproductive organ should be able to be a hybrid parent.
Well, Bridget does describe how you may have hybrid children and not know it, if you would like to know.
Okay. Moth, thank you for subscribing. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Moth. This is a terrible time to be here.
Yeah.
So Bridget said there are certain things that you could look for in your life that might suggest that you have had hybrid children. She said there are signs you can look for, such as recurring dreams about doctor's offices or classrooms, missing times, or false pregnancies. These could mean you have hybrid children.
Okay. Coldrakes said in chat, are they looking for specific DNA? So in the stuff that I watch, they're taking our DNA is the whole point. Like, the stuff that Kayla went through seems like a little bit different, that they're taking, like, children.
Yeah, that they're like, well, it seems like that more that they have influenced evolution, like perhaps inserted some of their DNA, perhaps they have just altered human DNA so that way their children are smarter and better.
Right.
That's what my takeaway was from what I watched. Like, alien influence into our evolution created star children, not the aliens had sex with people and made children. Like, that's not what I got from it.
Yeah. Sorry, Bees of Word chat posted, I breasted boobily down the stairs, and my uvula ached for another encounter with the green leggy. Yes, that's accurate, 100%. I read that out loud.
Great.
Yep. Terms of service banned.
Terms of service. I did want to offer up the alternative side, the argument against your theory, which is an article titled "NASA warns alien life may not be fuckable," which was published in March of this year, so recent.
I'm really glad that our tax dollars are being spent on articles like this.
Yes, it's great. So this is from thebeaverton.com. I've never heard of it, but the article is great.
Okay.
So it says, following a recent uptick in UFO interest, NASA cautioned curious citizens against the notion that extraterrestrial life will be sexually desirable. NASA's interstellar sexual health spokesperson, Clarice Cravolt, decried the golden age of sci-fi in the 60s and 70s for creating unrealistic templates for attractive aliens.
Okay.
And is quoted as saying, horny writers who were paid by the word to appeal to teenagers set a standard that lingers to this day. Do not expect aliens to be ageless nymphic figures that are fascinated by our naive ways, or statuesque stoic warriors who somehow find nebbish heroes charming. Mrs. Cravolt sternly condemned the popular assumption that aliens will be attractive humanoids with quirky secondary traits. What would be the evolutionary advantage for having cat-like eyes or tentacle hair? Seriously? NASA released an accompanying document to inform citizens who await close encounters of the carnal kind of the wide variety of unappealing phenotypes that could exist in the universe. It is entirely possible that first contact takes place with insectoid creatures who lay thousands of glittering eggs. A self-reproducing slime would also have no use for our rudimentary genitals. If the aliens are a gaseous sprite that communicates telepathically, where would you even how? NASA later clarified that this announcement is the first step to preparing humanity for intergalactic relations. There's a pervasive idea that a repulsive meat-based species full of blood, pus, and other fluids can somehow put on a Starfleet uniform and charm one that has gotten its shit together and explored the stars. We don't want your baser instinct to embarrass us in front of the intergalactic community. For now, faced with the dark expanse of an empty sky, humanity can only dream.
Also, everyone in chat is getting sent to horny jail for everything they're talking about. Yes, we get it. People would 100% bang slimes. Everyone's into everything. They don't understand how desperate humans are. Horny jail for everyone.
I think that's the point of the article.
Yeah.
Because they were like tentacle hair, gelatinous, and I'm like, oh yeah.
And you're like, no, people will still bang that, though. Like, they're saying, no, you wouldn't want them. Like, no, but they will, though.
Yeah, they're like,
they
would be giant insect. That's fine. It's
yeah.
also good.
Yeah, no, they will, though.
So that's that article.
That's
and
great.
Then the last thing I brought to the table was the questions you can ask yourself to determine if you're a star child.
Yes, here we go. We're going to find out if I'm a star child.
Yes. So feel free, chat, in the chat, to answer these questions as well.
I'm so excited. We're going to find out if we're star children right now.
So
For real.
For real. This is from InsightState.com. Was written in March of this year. So, are you a star child? 12 traits of starseed children. So they start out by defining star children, which we know. We are well versed now into what they are.
Yeah.
So,
got my notes.
All right. So, list of the 12 characteristics of star children. Number 1, psychic abilities. Do you have psychic abilities?
I don't think so. I woke up before the nursing home called me to tell me my pappy died. Like, I woke up.
That's psychic. Yeah, that's
Is that psychic?
Yeah, I'm going to count that.
That could be... You're going to count that?
I'm going to count that as yes.
Okay.
1, yes.
No.
Put a yes down.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for it. Number 2, deep thinkers from a young age. Are you a deep thinker from a young age?
I mean, have I had existential dread since a young age? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so yes.
Okay, we're 2 for 2. Okay.
2 for 2. All right. Number 3.
Okay.
High energy level. Do you have a high energy level?
I mean, when you were a kid, yeah, but not now.
Let's see. Do they define it only as a child? It does say they don't. Okay. They have little definitions under each section. So this one says they don't have much in common with many other people and sometimes cannot understand why people like what they like, think what they think, and do what they do. They tend to feel much better and lighter in energy when they are around higher vibrational people who are more consciously aware because these lighter individuals seem to just get it while no one else seems tuned in.
I mean,
so I think, they mean like you're on a different level, not like you're energetic.
Yeah, but that was just because I liked to play Baldur's Gate like 20 hours a day when I was a kid.
Okay, Baldur's Gate, that's a yes. You're on a higher level.
Okay,
higher level
no one else wanted to play Planescape Torment in school because it was like reading a novel, so yeah.
Yeah, you're on that higher level than everyone else.
Okay.
All right. Number 4, do you remember your past lives?
Oh my god, I did have like a spooky like dream as a kid that I thought was a past life. I had this but the dream was really spooky. Like I would have this, I don't know if it was like a reoccurring dream, but like I had this dream where I was like walking down a sidewalk more than once and I felt like a wind and like a hot air smashed me down against the sidewalk and I smelled batteries. So I was like, in a past life, was I exploded by like a bomb or something? Who knows?
Yes.
So we'll say yes.
We'll say yes. Yeah, we'll say yes.
It's all so subjective, but it's fine.
Number 5, are you spiritual but not religious?
I'm not religious, so I guess yes. But I like...
Yeah, it's basically saying...
I like harvest holidays we spoke about.
Yeah, we like those. All right, so it says they may consequently reject belief
Okay.
and start formulating their own system of belief.
Okay, yeah, sure. I like nature.
Yeah. So
Sure.
yes.
Okay. Primary denizens. I did watch that Netflix documentary about the kid who couldn't knew all of his past life details. We should do an episode on that because I actually really hate it. It's really spooky.
Well, remember Armin said he would do past life regressions with
Oh,
us.
that's so scary.
I want to do that.
No.
Okay. Number 6.
Okay.
Are you an empath?
I mean, that's just like not having boundaries and just like having shitty parents. So sure.
So yes. Yeah. Yes.
So you do everything for other people. I got 6 out of 6 yeses. Apparently, I am an alien.
Really scary. We still got some. We still got a way to go.
Okay.
Number 7, alternative medicine. Do you prefer to work in the creative and alternative medicine fields, such as healing, helping, or searching for your own truths and your personal mission through studying systems of higher wisdom, writing their biographies, or as to clear problems or understand their purpose? So do you do anything to find your own truth?
I mean, I use like tarot cards.
Yeah. So yes.
Wait, we're just putting yes for all of them.
No, I mean that makes sense to me. You go out and do forest bathing for your mental
That's
health.
That's true,
right?
but like I don't know. This seems pretty broad and woo woo.
No.
Oh, okay.
It seems like straight
science.
Yes answers.
Hard science. Okay.
All right. Number 8. Do you have improved DNA?
Improved DNA.
So, do you have the crystal gene, which allows clearer guidance with beings on other dimensions?
What? I don't know. How can you check this?
I'm gonna say yes because you had a ghost experience that one time when you smelled that ghost.
Okay, I smelled a ghost, so we're just putting yes.
Yeah.
I smelled a ghost once. 23andMe says that I have like 1% unknown DNA, so maybe that's it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
And you smelled that ghost that one time.
Yeah.
So you have. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Number 9. Love for animals in nature.
I do love animals in nature. I do.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're in the home stretch now.
Okay.
Number 10. Unique physical appearance. For example, elongated necks, compelling eyes, atypical body structure, oddly shaped skulls, etc.
I have a really long torso. So whatever alien that I came from was
It's true, you do.
Was just all torso and little legs.
Yeah, you
just
have a really long torso.
So yeah.
Because when things are too long for me, I just send them to you.
Yeah, and they all fit me because my torso is so inhumanly long.
So, yes, confirmed. Long torso, confirmed.
I have also extremely small, deep-set eyes. And extremely small. And one of them doesn't work right, so...
Oh, unique appearance.
Yeah. There you go.
Confirmed. All right, number 11. Do you help humanity?
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You help me, so yes. Confirmed.
Okay, all yeses so far.
All right, last question. This is it. This is for...
Okay.
Do you know if you are a star child?
Okay.
You feel different from other people around you.
Who doesn't?
Ah!
Like, I feel like that's the human condition. All right.
Star child confirmed.
All right, so I'm a star child. Cool. What does that mean? Does my DNA, like, have made of crystals or something?
Yeah, you have crystal DNA.
Yeah. Okay.
You exist at a higher energy than other people.
Oh, all right.
Because you played Baldur's Gate as a child.
Too much.
STARSEED confirmed.
Oh my god.
I think your mom has some explaining to do. Like, jeez. Did she ever... Do you find her diary and she's going to talk about this, like, experience?
No. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I mean, she didn't leave me any clues. Except
Maybe
for her
she did get abducted
story.
that one time.
She could have been. My granny, too, could have been. I told you when she died, they found, like, a thing in her arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe down the line... DNA.
They found something like metallic in her arm when they did her like I don't know, post-death.
Oh, the autopsy.
Well, she didn't need an autopsy because she just died of cancer. But they do I don't know what it's called, like
necropsy.
Yeah, like something to like I don't know. But she had a thing in her arm. So that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, that sounds like aliens tampered with your family's DNA, and
Yeah, probably.
now you are the result.
My
It's
mom,
Starseed.
my mom did tell me that she thinks she got MS from aliens, and I felt like that was a little far-fetched.
No, I like that as being an answer for something that is very unfair.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very unfair illness, so, but I don't think aliens were the answer, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, okay, so now that we know that we're starseeds, I'm just going to say you're one, too. Does that mean that we can, like, call them up? Like,
I wish. Be like, what up, Garrus?
what up? Turns out we can bang.
It turns out everything's cool.
Well,
Wow.
I apologize to everyone for this episode. It is relatively fascinating. Okay, like, so the good news is, if you're a member of our, is it the $15 tier on Patreon?
Yes, the $15 tier.
Yeah, if you're a member of our patch tier on Patreon, or even if you just want to join this month or whatever, you'll still get a patch, and then you can cancel. Who cares? Like, have fun. But we're going to do a Patreon exclusive screening of the Star Children documentary by the lady who says that she was abducted and had, like, a bunch of children. It is called
2 Wonderful Hours, right?
2 Wonderful Hours. It's the clip that we just showed is from that. So we're gonna watch it together for this month's Patreon exclusive episode. 2 Wonderful Hours of people's interviews about Star Children. It might get inappropriate, I don't know, but we're gonna watch it.
It's probably going to get inappropriate because I can't contain myself. It's fine.
It is a movie. It might be the butthole cut of the Star Children.
I've never had to watch Cats, and I'm going to live the rest of my life with that.
It's so
never
bad.
going to see it.
Well, it makes you really lose respect for Ian McKellen. Just
I can imagine.
Oh no, he's a cat man. But anyway, we'll announce it in the Patreon. We'll probably watch it in the Patreon Discord channel.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
So yeah, if you're not in that Discord and you are a patron at that tier, DM me on Discord. I think I've cleaned up most of them, but DM me because it's a little hard because I have to hunt you down on Discord and give you the role. So
yeah,
shoot
so
me a
we're
message,
gonna
please.
figure out how to do it and stuff, and I want to do more like screenings. Oh, and we're gonna do it Friday the 6th at 4 p.m. Pacific time.
7 Eastern.
7 Eastern. So keep that Friday open. We're gonna get pizza. We're gonna have some more Topo Chicos.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be a fun event.
I'm gonna drink.
Please imbibe how you feel fit. This is me. Thank you for the beats. Thank you.
We can make a game out of it.
We could.
Take a sippy every time.
Take a sippy every time someone says something. Like, we can figure it out.
It'll be great.
It is kind of like Mystery Science Theater, but like with I guess alien conspiracy theories.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. So it's gonna be 2 hours, so double the length of our normal Patreon episode as well. And then we're hoping to record it and put it up for all patrons, right?
Yes, yeah. We'll record. My plan is we're gonna record the audio of us talking over it, and then if you're in the lower patron tiers, you can just rent it on Amazon or whatever, and then play the audio over like a riff tracks. That's my plan. Also because I don't want to take away all of the money from the artist. So like if you want to watch it, then yeah. Because there's less of us in the higher tier. So it's like more of just like a fun hangout. So.
Yeah, a little movie theater moment. But that way, and we'll make sure to announce like when we're hitting play and stuff on the audio track.
Yeah,
so that'll make it easy.
So it'll just be like a riff tracks if you're in the regular Patreon tiers. Which is fun. Watch it with your friends. Enjoy. Yeah. So that's coming up. That's going to be exciting.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Do you want to do a few stories before we sign off from this very questionable episode?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry actually.
No, it was
last
good.
Time I was sorry it was the vampire thing, and that was a good episode.
I enjoyed this episode, honestly. I think there's a lot of very interesting parallels between these hybrid alien situations and all of the like mythology of the past with Greek and Roman and Egyptian. There's a lot of those like, oh, they came from the sky, and even the New Testament Bible, angels are having sex with people. I think there's a lot. So
there's a lot to say. I think I'm gonna send you a story in a couple parts to give my voice a break from speaking.
Oh yeah, please.
I'm still a little snotty. My takeaway, I still 100% believe that the takeaway is that aliens have at some point tampered with human evolution. I think that that's what it is. I don't know that I believe, like, sure, I'll reserve my judgment on the validity of this lady's story that we're going to listen to on Friday. I'll reserve my judgment because right now I feel kind of like wishy-washy on it.
Yeah, no, I do too.
Maybe it'll convince me.
I definitely think they've had experiences. Are they physical experiences? I don't know. Or are they just like dreams or hallucinations or something? I don't know. But we'll come to a decision. We'll figure it out.
We will figure it out together.
All right. Everyone get ready for story time while Kayla takes a voice break. Here we go.
Thank you.
This is from Joel.
Oh, don't read the first line because that gives away if it's fact or fiction.
Okay. That's okay.
I know the answer.
That's okay, but chat doesn't. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Okay. My friend and I were 19 and were PAs on a local horror movie that was being filmed in the abandoned Northern State Mental Asylum in Sedro-Woolley, Washington. The history of this place is, as Zach Baggins would say, a perfect recipe for trapped souls, and it constantly delivers on the spookiness. Shadow figures, power fluctuations, one hallway that would make our walkie-talkies burst with static, and full-on intelligent ghost activity. This is the story of the spookiest thing that happened to me. Being a poor college kid working sometimes for 12 or 14 hours on set for free, ugh, that's rough. My diet consisted entirely of the meals provided on set and craft services, hell yeah. After days of mainlining chewy granola bars, why are they always chewy granola bars? Why? And pounds of Doritos at 2 a.m. on the 5th day, I was experiencing what could be charitably described as intestinal distress. We were in the main facility, and the only working running water on the campus was in an old church building in the center of the grounds. Given that most of the building had no power and it was pitch black, I asked my friend to come to the bathroom with me, even though we were the only 2 PAs on set. Making our way to the church through the dark and water-damaged halls of the asylum was harrowing, but we made it without incident, and I was soon in the stall of the bathroom set to attempt to deal with my constipation. Things were not moving, and after a few minutes, to my surprise, I heard the big metal doors of the church fly open with a crash and heard a man's voice, low, gruff, and angry. That was kind of muffled, but I distinctly heard my name. In that moment, despite how odd and unfamiliar the voice sounded, I assumed it was the gaffer or maybe one of the grips coming to yell at us for ditching set. But as I had that thought, my friend starts shouting, "Oh, fuck, Joel, the doors just opened by themselves. Please hurry up, dude." In a clear panic. It then dawned on me that the voice that I heard say my name belonged to no one, at least no one alive, and that thought literally scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. I dropped, flushed, and ran out of there. My friend was waiting, still looking at the door. He had tried to take a picture with his cell phone to capture any figure that might have caused it, but got nothing. Important points. The metal doors were heavy, and it was not a windy day. 2, speaking of heavy, my friend was 6'2" and 320 pounds at the time, and I could hear his footsteps. There was no way he could have moved up to the doors, opened them, and moved far enough back to take the picture that he did without me hearing it. My friend has the sweet, high-pitched voice of an angel, and the church was incredibly echoey. The voice that said my name sounded oddly close, without an echo, and was far too low to be my friend playing a prank.
Ugh.
No! I do hope that you washed your hands, Joel, but if a ghost was after me, like, washing my hands isn't the most important thing right then. Sorry.
Sorry, ghost.
Or they didn't mention wiping either. I mean, this is a crisis situation, so it's like, what are you gonna do? Yeah, so I saw if it was fact or fiction, so now chat has to.
Yeah, you guys have to guess.
Yeah.
Ooh, faction.
I see fact. It's a good story. Also, I appreciate the poop, the play-by-play of the poop facts.
The poop situation.
Yeah, I mean, those are panicky situations. I understand. Like,
You're vulnerable.
You're vulnerable. It's human. It's a human reaction. Fiction, no. So there are chewy granola bars are a very specific thing here in the U.S. If you're not here, they're gross. I hate them. They're really nasty. They're moist. There's clearly a lot of preservatives in them. And they're always on crafty tables. I don't get it.
Well, chat, I will let you know that some of you got it right. This is 100% true.
It's fact.
It is fact. Which is awful.
And it's okay, Joel. It's not too gross for our show. We just talked about alien babies for an hour.
We just talked about alien sex. It's fine.
Yeah. I mark this show on YouTube as not for kids, so it's okay. That's scary, though. That's really scary.
That is scary. I don't like that. I don't like the thought of, being vulnerable. That's, my primal fear that someone is always hiding in the shower, so I have to check on the shower curtain.
No.
Same thing. I would hate to be on the toilet and, an alien jump out and be like, here's your baby.
No!
No!
Keep it or don't. Just leave.
Just keep it. You take it home with you. Goodbye.
Yeah. If you want another break, I can read the next story. I don't mind.
No, I'm good. I got one.
Okay. All right. Story time.
I might.
All right. Here we go.
This one comes from Dylan. Dylan says, I work in a group home for adults on the autistic spectrum, and the majority of the residents are up there in age. As such, they have their fair share of loved ones and friends pass away, some of them while living in the house. Randomly, they talk to their housemates who have passed on while staring into blank spaces in the living room. And it's always, oh, insert name here, stop that. Or, insert name here, is a bad girl. I also do overnights at this house once a week, and that is when the activity in the house really picks up. I've sworn up and down that I've seen people walking around in the other end of the hallway when everyone is asleep, and I will feel like people are looking at me when I'm folding laundry in the middle of the night. I haven't seen any, but other staff have told me they straight up see apparitions. The most recent one was a yellow outline of a woman who the staff says feel like they had blonde hair and fits the description of a resident from years ago.
No. What?
Yeah.
No.
Very strange.
No. That's got to be true. That's... Yeah. I almost, I feel like any sort of, elderly home or anything is, prime ghost territory.
Yeah. Yeah, it would definitely be haunted.
Yeah, I think that's true. And I also, it's kind of sweet that they talk to them.
I know, I like that. I would hope that someone would talk to me after I passed away.
Yeah, I also like the don't do that. The ghosts are being sassy. They're I'm gonna knock it off, and they're don't. I don't know, I say it's a fact.
Well, you got it. This one is 100% true.
That's, again, it's kind of sweet, but also spooky.
Agreed.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's an interesting setting, and it sounds like nothing's malevolent.
No.
So that's nice.
No, it doesn't seem like anyone's suffering for it. They're just kind of oh hey friend. Oh, thank you. Who sent that story in?
Ooh, let me look. I just closed it because I was sending you another one.
Okay.
It was Dylan, I believe.
Okay, thank you, Dylan.
Yes, it was Dylan. He, him. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan. Okay, we'll do one more story. Here we go. You ready?
Yes.
All right, this is from Anonymous. This happened when I was a teenager living in New Mexico. There had been reports of unknown lights out in the desert recently, but I personally didn't think they were anything unusual. I was busy the whole day and collapsed into bed around 9, immediately passing out. I woke up sometime later that night. I couldn't move or speak, but I could still see and hear. At first, I assumed it was sleep paralysis, as the room flooded with a blue light from outside. Just as suddenly as it appeared, it was gone. I figured this is where it ended, but as I tried and failed to make my body move, my eyes were drawn to a gentle creak from one corner of my room. Standing there was a tall, thin humanoid figure with pale yellow skin. Its head touched the ceiling as it stood there, staring me down. I couldn't see a mouth, but its eyes looked sad. As it lowered itself, I could perceive movement all around, but not what was moving. At that moment, I felt something press against my ribs, poking and prodding around them. The creature got closer, and now I could see its arms and legs were faded from yellow to black, and the long tendril-like fingers writhing around it. As it got close, I felt something wrap around my left wrist and tighten. I looked and saw it was one of its fingers. Then I froze as I saw it lower its head to mine and stay there, as if listening for something. Suddenly, it straightened itself, releasing my wrist and giving my ribs a break. As it retreated back into the corner, there was another flash of blue light and it was gone. I could finally move again, though I refused to leave my bed for the rest of the night. As it turns out, that night several people claimed to have seen a glowing pillar-shaped object in the skies. I don't want to believe they're related, but what other choice is there? Ah!
Are they? It's
No.
a shape in the sky.
No, I can't. No. No.
No.
No. I don't want any shapes in the sky. I will say, though, I feel like there are too many tropes in this one story, so I'm going to have to say it's fiction. Too many tropes in one story. It's gross skin, pale, grabbing wrists. Shapes. You always throw in shapes to scare me. I know.
Well, unfortunately for you, you got it. It's
Ah! I knew it. You say shapes in the sky, I know you're trying to get me.
You're trying to get got.
Trying to get got. I know. But it was a good story, though, and made me sad. I mean, scared.
And sad.
And sad. Not the wrists.
Not the wrists, please no.
The light switch. The light switch is when it's fiction. Shapes! All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in for this lovely episode today. I love doing this show. It's so much fun.
Me too.
It gives me just something to focus on that has low stakes during the week.
Exactly.
Which brings me joy, and I hope it brings you...
goofing.
Yeah, I hope it brings you joy as well. Though sometimes it gives us interesting topics. Oh my god. But yeah, so like I said, if you're part of our Patreon, Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to be watching the documentary. It's so set aside 2 hours, get yourself some pizza. It's going to be a fun time. And like I said, you can just join for a month and come watch it as well if you feel like watching it with us. But we will release the Riff Tracks style audio so that you can watch it later, so you don't have to stress. And we will be back next week. I think we're good for next week. We're not busy.
I don't think we've decided what we're going to talk about yet.
No.
I feel like it's too soon to do the book club yet.
I
saw people talking about it, but I haven't gotten through it yet. So.
Yeah, I'm still making my way through. If you do want to be a part of the book club, here it is. The Sasquatch people. And their interdimensional connection.
So look that up. Get it. Join in on the reading.
Abe Books has it for cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So, from what I've gotten so far, it's a lot.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. Hang out. See you all in the Discord, and we will see you next week.
And we will have some merch soon, correct?
Yes, we're gonna have Spooky Scout shirts that are gonna be really cool, actually. Super cool.
So that'll be on the We Crowing Hens Etsy shop. I'm dropping the link in there right now. So you'll have that. I did want to drop, our friend Chad Quant and I are revealing a project we've been working on. So
it's very cool.
If you want to hear about it, then you need to subscribe to our mailing list, which you can access on disconnectordie.com, which I have dropped a link for in the chat.
It's very cool. I know what it is, and it's incredible, and you should put your email address in it. Kayla won't steal it. She won't send you spam.
I won't steal it.
It'll be worth it.
I'm working on the first email now, so pro tip, that's going to go out soon. And it's going to announce formally what it is, which some of you probably figured it out because I named the username for the MailChimp an obvious name on accident.
Whoops.
Whoops. But you'll get the official full name and everything, so that'll be good. So check that out. I wanted to announce those two things. Do you have anything coming up this week, or we're just gonna hang out on Friday and it'll be sweet?
I will be at PAX.
Yes, that's soon.
But I haven't announced what I'm doing yet, but I will be there. So
I wish I was there. I'm sad.
It's gonna be fun. And I can announce that I will have a We Crowing Hens table at PAX. So you can get fun, exclusive merch that I'll be there peddling.
It's going to be great. I'm so excited.
So that'll be fun. So you can come say hi. And it'll be nice. It'll be weird to be out in public again after all these years. All these years.
All these years.
All these years.
It'll be good. I wish I was coming there to help, but West said he would help you, and I thanked him.
Yes, yeah, Jared's gonna help me too, so
Good.
you can come bother West or Jared at the booth. And I'll be doing more stuff at PAX too, so it'll be very fun. But yeah. So we will see you all next week. Keep an eye out on the store because I should be able to list the shirts this week. And again, they're really cool shirts. I'm like excited for them. They're
Me
very
too.
neat. Yeah.
Someone asked if they're going to be as nice as the original Spooky Saturday shirt.
Better.
They're going to be a lot better. They're a lot better.
Yeah, they're better and they're screen printed like with paint or with ink versus like sublimation, which is our last Spooky Scout shirts were sublimation. Mm-hmm. So yeah, yay.
Yay!
All right, everyone. We will see you next week. Take care. Keep your eyes on the sky. And send in stories to spookySaturdayStories@gmail.com if you have spooky stories. And we will see you next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.